For sure. All right. Moving on to our final review of the evening, the one everyone's been waiting for.
Yep.
All two of our fans have been like, all right, can't wait for this review. Man of Steel. Yep, we saw it.
Yep.
We saw it.
Yep.
This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
I was not disappointed.
No?
No?
I wasn't disappointed. I was slightly underwhelmed.
Yes.
I was hoping for like a Dark Knight, but it was still really good. I really enjoyed
I
it.
wasn't hoping for a Dark Knight this early. Maybe the second one, because I knew
Okay.
I knew going into this, they're gonna have him as a kid. They're gonna have him coming from Krypton. They're gonna have him growing up with his parents. They're gonna have him finding out who he is. And I knew all of this was gonna take up a large chunk of the plot, and it did.
And
And it doesn't really leave room for villain stuff. And that said, it still had one of the darkest moments I've seen in any Superman film.
Wait. Oh, you know what? We're going to make this one spoiler filled. Since we've all seen it, I'll put it in the title. Spoiler filled.
okay,
Go for it.
What moment are you talking about?
At the very ending, and this is a controversy because Superman never kills. At the very ending, they've trapped all of them other than Zod in the negative zone, and he's fought Zod. There's a bunch of destruction in the town. People are dying.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill these people. He's got him in like a headlock, and Zod's activates his laser vision. He's gonna kill his family, and Superman's like yelling at him like, no, like he doesn't want to kill him because his whole thing is no killing. He doesn't want to be a killer, and Zod forces his hand, and he snaps his neck. Now the controversy is people are saying Superman doesn't kill. And I don't understand the qualms there because he doesn't kill always. He has killed before. He did kill Doomsday.
The moment he did it.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, okay, I killed him. That was
He stood up and walked away. It's like, all right,
and this is what I think made this film, this scene, when he kills Zod, because is the only time you see Superman without kryptonite weak. He gets down on his knees, he cries out and like yells, like in sorrow. Like tears streaming down his face.
He has to have her comfort him.
Yeah, and I was like, that's brilliant because what this does is it shows Superman's human.
Yes,
his weakness is not just him physically being able to be killed. It's
he has a human emotion.
He can't protect. He's not perfect, and I love that because I don't like the idea of Superman can always come up with a solution and stop everything without anyone dying whatsoever. I'm like, that's stupid. Without conflict, he's just fucking. It's boring.
For me, I viewed that this movie. This movie was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I viewed that it was way overhyped. And
incredibly.
Yes.
It was incredibly overhyped. I wanted more emphasis on character development besides Superman. Like, I wanted more development on Lois Lane. I would have liked to see more.
I can see that.
There was great character development, especially with his Earth family and everything like that. I mean,
I think that's
the tornado moment. I seriously almost shed a tear in a tornado moment.
I think for a movie that is
that was sad.
Yeah, I seriously almost shed a tear. I'm not kidding.
I think for a movie that's an intro to a character, I think that's asking a bit much. Because they got to spend a lot of time on that character.
But here's the thing: they should have spent more time on other significant characters.
They spent a decent amount of time on Lois.
But I wanted to know what about how was she to a degree a little bit beforehand and everything? Like all of a sudden we just hear she's this award-winning writer, and then there's
if you get that, you're looking at like a 3.5.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Especially for an intro film, I expect villains and other characters like that to be developed. Like in a sequel or the third movie or whatever, because in that point you don't got to worry about filling the first 3/4 of the movie with how the character came to be what they are.
But I do view that while I wanted more character development in other characters, the development of Superman's character was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely,
absolutely fantastic.
And I love that it was dark.
Yes,
I like that.
Dude,
I really enjoyed that. People died. They showed people die.
I felt like I was going to say something else about the movie, but I mean. Damn it!
I'll jump in. I thought the
Superman's not perfect.
Yes.
I like
some of the criticisms I've read on this are that they spend too much time in Krypton in the beginning. That is bullshit. That is one of the best parts of the movie.
That was a long.
I thought that was a great part.
Yeah, but it was very necessary.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely.
The other criticism I gave it was that I felt the action sequences at the end were drawn out. I felt like, for me.
I don't know
what they were saying. They said they were drawing out a lot of explosions.
No, at one point, I thought, all right, this is where it's going to end and everything. And then it went on, and I'm like, okay, this movie's great, but
that didn't bug me because you got to. When I look at it, I think, okay, you got Superman here. This is a character he's not Batman. He's not known. He's not human. He doesn't 3, 4, 5 quick punches and they're out. This is a character who's damn near immortal in terms of he's
practically immortal
endurance, and then he's fighting another guy who is equally immortal,
pretty much,
and if not stronger because he has military training and all that, and he's been around longer and had control of his powers longer and everything else.
Of course, their battles are going to be more epic than just
so that's what I think. I think really they had to have a long fight sequence for this.
No, I definitely agree and everything, but like I just felt like it was too drawn out. I would have liked to see it end a little sooner. Like I was just thinking back to like how long like the fight sequences were in like the last two Matrixes.
Here's my thing with that, dude. I will admit, to the casual moviegoer, maybe the fight sequences might have dragged a little bit, but
they were great.
But did you see Superman Returns? There was not a single punch thrown in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That movie was
so this more than made up for that crap. So I was happy. I have no problem.
It was a good movie. I definitely.
And I think Zod's got one of the best lines in that entire movie. When he goes, I was born to protect Krypton, and he's like, you've taken away my purpose, you've stolen my soul.
Yeah, exactly.
They did a great job of humanizing him, like making him.
Yeah.
What was awesome was like, even though like he was doing like these evil acts on Earth and everything, like it made sense, and you felt sorry for him that he had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually felt sympathy for the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I thought stuff with the dads was really good. Both the Russell Crowe stuff. Russell Crowe's in it a lot more than I thought he would be.
I know. Russell Crowe is fantastic.
He was good. And the Kevin Costner stuff was great too. And it was just, I loved it.
Like I said, like with Russell Crowe, like I seriously almost shed a tear.
I don't think they could have done this movie much better than they did.
Really?
Honestly, I'm gonna say that right now.
I think it could have been better, but it's like that's
here's the thing is like by me saying it could have been better, I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm saying what could they have actually done? I can't think of anything.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like, that there's something there that could be better, but you don't know what
I think they humanized him great. I think they gave a reason why Zod was coming to Earth. One of the things I love, no fucking kryptonite.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, all right,
and guess what?
Coming in and guess what? Throw him off.
Zod died without kryptonite. I like that because that means in the future, if Superman has villains, we know he can die if the villain doesn't have kryptonite.
Yes.
Because that is a tired, boring trope that the character's been stuck in because the original writers thought it would be necessary.
Well, if they do the Lex Luthor thing, he's going to bring kryptonite.
Yes.
I mean,
maybe not.
It's inevitable. I think it's going to come in
with Lex Luthor, there's going to be
maybe
some
not.
form of...
He might.
That'd be cool.
Maybe not entirely.
Here's the thing with Lex Luthor. I would almost like to see Lex Luthor not even try to fight him like that, or try to kill him. I might like to see Lex Luthor just get him under legal legalizations, make people hate him. Like, look at all this destruction he did and everything else. Because I think you got a villain who's an intellectual with a lot of money.
Yeah,
I want to see him act like an intellectual.
You want to see him like
defeat
kind of like
Superman,
use political power.
Defeat Superman on a power that he on a battle he can't win.
Yeah.
Until someone realizes that he's necessary, like some villains, beating some shit up.
But I do like the fact that like the humans.
But he's got to have a good reason.
I do like the fact that like humans like hated him for a while, and actually like they didn't know whether or not they should kill him and everything.
Yeah.
And then, like he actually had to prove to himself he's one of them, and he wants to help them.
Yeah,
that was great.
I do also kind of like. I hope that they don't introduce Lex right away. I hope they wait a few movies.
No.
Well, dude, did you hear about this? I think Warner Brothers actually they're trying to make the sequel to come out next year, dude. They're gonna rush the shit out of this.
No.
They want to do it next year so they can get Justice League like soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I don't want them rushing it at all.
I don't want
That's
them to rush it
a
all.
terrible idea.
If they rush it, they'll kill it.
Yeah, terrible idea. Because they have something special here. It's not this movie isn't perfect, but they really have something special they can really work on for the sequels, and I hope they just don't.
I think they're already in talks with him to come back for Batman and Justice League.
What?
For what's his name?
Armor Hammer?
No, he's not doing it.
Armor Hammer.
Oh, I thought they were talking about him.
No, even the director of this, he's like the Bruce Wayne.
No,
he's not
Batman?
doing it. No. That was years ago. No, that was.
I like Armor.
No. That's all I'm gonna say. That was a while ago. Back when the old Justice League movie was being made, back in like 06 or 07. He was on the short list, but that's
for a while. Has he done anything other than
they don't know.
The Social Network and the other movies?
There's not that many movies.
Who was he in The Social Network?
The twins.
He was the twins, the Winklevosses.
Okay, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so I forgot.
But back to the what's called Batman thing. Zack Snyder, the director of this, said the Bruce Wayne in our story is clearly different from the Christian Bale.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Which I like. Cool.
All right. What's everyone's grades on this movie, Superman?
Dude, I'm gonna go A.
Really?
I'm gonna give A-.
Okay. I'm gonna go B+, just because it takes a lot for me to get to an A-. But that's not speaking negative about this movie. I really did enjoy it.
This is definitely a movie you have to see and everything. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
And I'll say this right now. I feel usually the same about Superman that I do about Captain America. So that's saying what's in this movie.
That's good.
I don't like Superman normally.
What are you giving Casey?
Boy Scout.
Dude, you know,
just
give your grade.
Superman.
No, it's not. I don't.
Boy Scout.
I want to see it again to really my review on what
Superman. What's
your grade?
It was entertaining.
Your grade.
Fuck, dude.
Say it.
This is one of the. I'm actually having trouble grading this movie.
Weren't you like looking forward to this like crazy? Like you didn't want to watch that one trailer. You said you were done.
Oh, I didn't want to see anything before it started.
Yeah.
B.
B. Okay.
I don't really have anything to say.
Now here's actually before we leave this, Cody. Do you think the second trailer with Russell Crowe saying "You are my son"? Do you think that
You mean Kevin Costner?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Do you think that did well for the movie with getting people excited for it, or do you think it kind of
it did the job, but it also kind of watered it down when I actually saw the movie. I didn't feel it as much as I did when I saw the trailer.
Yeah,
just because I knew it was coming.
Then again, they made up for it with the tornado. I think.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
God.
All right, but overall, I think we all liked it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I definitely see it.
Awesome.